Why, hello there, everyone. My name is Martini, and today we're playing some more Game & Watch Gallery 4. Yeah, normally we would have done Donkey Kong Country 2, but Flageota still has, Flageota had, a more, I assume, a more busier schedule and couldn't do the grind of DKC2, so we decided to play this one instead. I mean, it's been a while, so why not? Game Watch Gallery 4. Yeah, this one. Let's see. It's yeah. Richard is getting his coffee as per usual. Boxing. Rain shower. Where's Cement Factory? Yeah. It's been a while I've played this one. Donkey Country. Oh yeah, that one. Not my favorite. Let's practice a bit. No, there are two. Don't let them fall. That was a close one. It's so easy to fuck up this one. We're gonna try for a star, at least. And with the stars, you can actually unlock some more, stuff. Trying to get that last game. Are you finishing the game now? This one, this is like a Game & Watch stuff. You can never finish this. Just going for the high score. Okay, that was a close call. No, everything seems to be a bit more on the chill side. Hello, Quandi. How is it going? Oh yeah, I apologize if I sound a little bit callous the Friday when you were talking about what happened in Austria. It's fine, Martini. Okay. Yeah, I was a bit preoccupied. And I don't want to get in too deep. And, yep. One miss. Yeah. If if shit gets real, yep. There goes. Is it just you today? No, I'm still waiting for Richard. He'll be there soon. He's a bit of a break. Like a coffee break. But he'll be there soon.
Boo.
Boo. Hello, Richard.
Hi there.
Yeah.
Took my sweet moment, you know, getting here, but you know, I was just kinda doing some things and watching some other things, and so I like, you know, yeah, and then like, you know, right before stream time, needed to do a few quick things, so you know, it do be that way.
Yeah. I understand.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, here we are doing this game because, honestly, I did not feel like grinding out all the, like, you know, like, hero coins on DKC2, so, honestly, I think I'm, like, done with that game for now.
Yeah, you were also preoccupied. I've told this on stream.
Ah, yes. So, yeah, pretty much, like, hard done with DKC2 at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll take a while to 100% complete this for your first time.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I swear to God, I forgot you existed. That's the understandable statement there, Aaron Hawks. Very understandable. But yeah, that one takes a bit to like 100% complete. Truth be told. From like, you know, what I managed to get done. from when I completed thing till now, essentially. I got up to like 70%, and then like that was the moment when, you know what? I need a break.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do this. I think I would just rather put this one off. Like, in fact, I beat the games. I could just go, you know what?
Screw
Nah,
it.
I'm good.
Yeah, I've beaten the game as well. It's just I showed off the GBA version of Donkey Kong Country 2.
Bro, you ever played in BO2? BO2, what was that one again?
So instead, we'll play this.
So yeah, instead we're playing this one, because again, this is a good little, like, relax game. On the GBA.
The Game
Good
on
one
phones.
there, Damon. Good one there, Damon. Good one. Anyways, I meant Black Ops 2. Never played any of the Call of Duty games. Never touched them. Sorry to say.
Yeah, I was already starting. Just doing some practice runs.
I wasn't far off. Oof, that's a... Ooh, that is quite the burn there, Damon. Anyways, on to the a new game this time around. Mario Brothers rules. Try to move the boxes on the conveyor belts and from the lower belts to the higher ones.
That's an interesting mechanic.
You'll see what this is all about here. As you see right there. Luigi up, Luigi down. Mario up, Mario down on the control scheme. Think you can handle this? Oh, it is a bit inverse, so this will take some getting used to.
It's not the Mario I remember.
It is not the Mario Brothers that you may remember on the NES, but...
Oh, I see a Wario!
Yep, there is a Mario there. So yeah, this is the game. An easy slow start at the moment to get you used to, like, this one.
Wait, who's
More
playing Mario?
really
I'm
curious
playing
about
both.
Yep. You control both characters.
Imagine us playing this together and have to coordinate.
One person is just playing, like, you know, just pressing A and B, and the other one's just pressing up and down.
That could be a challenge.
It could be.
Oh, that's a miss already. I have to time this really great,
And
right.
now the game is starting to get a little bit tricky on you. Now you need to, like, you know, like, time things. There we go.
Oh, yesterday I actually played the first Mario Party with a friend of mine on the Nintendo Switch Online, or like, emulator, because I actually invited him in real life. Just an old, old school friend of mine. Ooh, we got some extra points for that. Look at Wario. Being
Look
iconic.
at that Wario.
Being iconic as usual, per usual.
Mm.
And I have to say, the first Mario Party is not that bad than I remembered. It's actually better than I remember. It's actually the more meaner version of Mario Party, since you can actually lose coins in minigames.
Yep. It is meaner, but however, it's still not bad. It's still Mario Party at the end of the day, so
Yeah.
you can't really go too wrong with that.
Yeah, there's only a warning whenever you play that game, because you have to spin your joystick quite a bit. And there was actually a lawsuit happening because of that. Because someone actually injured their hands playing the first Mario Party.
Yep. Fun fact about that, I actually know someone who did injure his hand during that, period. Fun fact. So yeah, I can confirm that did, in fact, that was indeed a real thing. Not a made-up story or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Look out my buttons there for a moment. Close one, though. But yeah, this one starts off really calmly and then ramps up the whole multitasking department after a while. I kinda like it, but I'm terrible at it. Or at least, at the moment, probably.
Yep. Yeah, same here. It's not my forte, this game.
However, it does make for a good, little brain challenge.
Yeah.
How good are you at multitasking?
Yeah, the problem is I'm mentally challenged, so...
Hey. Because the more excuse you, exercise your brain.
But my brain is made out of oatmeal.
Well, you can make it less oatmeal by, giving it training.
But I have Austin.
You wanna know another, funny thing on that department? You know how they say that the Virtual Boy, could hurt your eyes?
Yeah? What about
That
that?
was something that they only, only had to do because of legal reasons.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that one, according to, research and, Nintendo themselves, which, granted, is not, too much, but according to actual research, that one doesn't exactly hurt your doesn't hurt your eyes that much. It does, however, strain your eyes. However, it is like the equivalent of giving your eyes a lot of exercise. You know how you do a lot of exercise and you feel you feel your muscles being sore. That's basically what the Virtual Boy does to your eye. So it is actually good for it. However, it will cause some pain afterwards, but it is the same as exercising your muscles and all that. According to what I heard.
Take it as a grain of salt. We're not doctors.
Yeah, we're not doctors. However, even back then, people have a tendency to bullshit a lot of things. So
Especially on the internet.
Although it would not surprise me if that was the case, because, you know.
I'm surprised Wario didn't eat any piece of the cake.
It's a bit surprising, yeah. Five trucks completed without a single miss. I guess I still got it.
I have one miss, but I actually got a hard to cancel that one out.
Nice.
But yeah, Mario Party 1 is actually better than I remembered.
Yep, that's the one thing I can say though. A lot of people tend to have the tendency to like, this and that one for being like the first one and also being the one that is overly punishing and also too many like rotation minigames, which, like, yeah. On one end, yeah. On the other hand, again, and as I probably have alluded to a few times in the past, people have a tendency to complain like a lot more nowadays. So,
Yeah.
could it just been people just, just complaining for the sake of complaining, or,
Yeah.
is these, justifiable things? You be the judge.
Yeah, sometimes people bitch too much. There's also a lot of negativity around certain games.
True.
On the topic of that, Donkey Kong 64 was actually a really big thing that people were hating on the internet all of a sudden.
All of it is sudden because of some reason.
I mean, the criticism... Oh.
Oh yeah, that can also happen.
Bowser can be... You have to...
Bowser may sometimes fuck with you.
Just
Let's
like
just
the
say.
birds from Rain Shower. I still
Exactly.
like those birds.
Mm-hmm. Good old Rain Shower. Another truck delivered.
I mean, the collectathon of Donkey Kong 64 is excessive. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, yeah. On the other hand, people have tolerated even more obscene, like, amounts of open world shenanigans stuff. Especially with 100% completion, so... Eh?
That's true. It's actually how you play the game. If you really want to be a completionist, yeah, you have to spend quite some more time. And games nowadays, are taking more time to, 100% complete.
Prove that.
Oh yeah, Bowser's about to fuck us.
There we
Martini
go.
out of context.
Of course.
Stop it.
Alright.
These pixel cakes make me hungry. I don't know why.
Well, they do be good looking cakes, though.
Yeah. Something sad actually happened today. When it comes to cake. My mom had her birthday 2 days ago. And we actually had
Yeah.
a cake the day after for her birthday.
Oh,
But we didn't left the cake in the fridge, so you know, the other day, you know, today, we actually had a taste of the cake, and it turns out it was sour, so it went bad, unfortunately.
wow.
That's a sad story.
Further proof that during the summer heat, it is especially good to, you know, put, you know, your thing in the fridge.
Yeah, we forgot.
Wow.
That's the price you pay for being absent-minded.
Yep. Good to see that it does run in the family.
Indeed so. Blood runs in the family.
True that. It definitely does.
Another truck
There we go.
filled.
Not too bad. But yeah, this one is like this one can be challenging on the higher difficulties. Although at the moment it is pretty straightforward and, you know, not too bad. Assuming you don't get like too mixed up by, you know, like the timing of things. And Bowser trying to be funny too as well. Cannot forget about that. So yeah, there you go. This is Mario Brothers.
Yep, Super Mario Brothers. Not the Mario Brothers. Oh,
You failed. You spoiled a good cake, Martini.
another
What's
cake.
wrong with you? Almost messed up, you know, mix up the inputs there.
Another truck filled. I miss my childhood, says Quandy. Quandy says my main turned 7 years yesterday because I created the 8th of July 2018. Man, this has been like quite a while. 2018.
Oh wait. Not so fast. Close calls. Close calls.
Okay, Bowser.
Oh wait, wrong one. No, you don't, Bowser. No, you don't. And 1,000 points without a single miss. Hey. Let's see how far I can get this going. Man, I completed this whole thing without a single miss.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, I managed to get 1,000 points quite easily as well. Not
Yeah,
bad.
this one's not too bad.
Not bad for a
I
first
will say
timer.
it is like a bit more like less confusing on the actual DBA, considering, you know, the control scheme that you saw earlier. Which once I'm out of this menu, I'll explain. I mean, once I'm back to the menu, I'll explain.
Well,
Oh wait.
game over.
Well, then there's one miss. You know what? I'll just quit there too. Anyways, congratulations! Congratulations! You must be pretty good to break 1,000 points. Why don't you try the more difficult star mode? Maybe.
Congratulations, there's a new Game & Watch game in the museum. In the gallery corner, I wonder which one it could be.
Congratulations, there's a new item in the gallery. Quick, go check it out! Anyways, again, I want to take a quick look at the, GBA down there. Note how Luigi is on the left side and Mario is on the right side. You wanna know the funny thing? With how my controls are set up, it is in reverse.
Oh.
The buttons I press to move Mario is on the left side, and the buttons I press to move Luigi is on the right side.
Why? Why?
Here's a spoiler, Martini. Let's just hope Mr. Nintendo doesn't listen on to this. I used the fucking arrow keys.
Oh, you emulate!
No!
You are the pirate! Yar har diggity dee! You are the pirate!
How are you sure that I did that? I could have just extracted the ROM from my legally obtained cartridge that I legally own.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because you're innocent until proven guilty, okay?
Exactly. Unlike you, who probably do not legally own this.
Who said that? Who says that I don't legally own this game? You have no proof that I pirate this one.
Show your proof.
How can I prove a negative?
This whole bit is starting to get really stupid. Anyways, so yeah, that is like the funny thing why I was so confused, rather, of how did I manage to do this so well, and with that little thing going on. So yeah, that's a quick little thing. Anyways, I heard that there was something new going on at the gallery, so a new item, they said. Right, I have everything here.
Lifeboat. Yeah, I remember the We Are the Pirate song. Yeah, that's from Lazy Town.
What is this new item that they spoke about? Oh yeah, and here's the Game & Watch, history here as well. The complete history of all the Game & Watch games. And in the official game, featuring Mario, Snoopy is name dropped.
Oh, Mickey Mouse!
Yes, also Mickey Mouse. And Popeye.
Wait, we have to do this.
Mickey Mouse.
There we go. Hey, good day.
That whole Popeye bit is still sort of funny if you consider Nintendo's history with Popeye.
Oh yeah. The whole Donkey Kong, history has been a reference to Popeye.
So allow me to just pull little bit of a. Did you know that in Super Mario Bros. Series Island reskin of Doki Doki Panic, moment here, to explain this little bit of history for those unaware. After I rehydrate. Alright. So, the original Donkey Kong for arcades was originally intended to be a Popeye arcade game. However, they were unable to secure the license, so the characters were just swapped out to, original characters, who will later go on to become Donkey Kong, Mario, and Pauline, respectively. Then, once Nintendo kind of struck, big, then they finally got the ability to get the license for Popeye, and then they made the arcade and NES game of Popeye, alongside a Game & Watch game of Popeye. Funny how things like, now they gain the ability, now that they become famous. Typical, isn't it? Tisk, tisk, tisk.
And no, Mario is more popular than Popeye.
Exactly. Funny how these things just come around, huh?
It all works out. Yep, and then we went full circle.
Then we
soon
go
after.
full circle. Heck, they even managed to secure a license for Mickey Mouse as well. And of course, the final Game & Watch game is, of course, Zelda.
Yep.
Because of course. So anyways, that was Mario Brothers. What do you have to say about it, Martini?
It's not the Mario Brothers that I remember, but sure, it works. It's fun.
It works. And so, once again, may as well show off the classic version, which, yeah. Oh, spicy right off the bat, you're sending 2 of these. Right off the very beginning. Okay. Aren't we again getting spicy here? Check out this gameplay. It's fire.
Oh yeah, this is truly a banger of a game.
Oh yeah, in this one occasion as well, at this very moment, they are no longer handling, like, cakes, but instead, guess what?
Dynamite.
Now, actually no, they are handling bottles.
Oh!
This is a bottle factory.
Fragile.
Yup. Fragile stuff. And also, once it gets to the upper, part here, does the, 2 black boxes look a little bit familiar?
Oh. Mr. Game & Watch.
Does it resemble a certain 4 there? Well, before Smash Ultimate, which completely removed it, but, does it look familiar to those who have played Smash Brothers, before Smash Ultimate? If yes, then yup, that move originated from this one. Means the Game & Watch does in fact smack you in the head with a, box of bottles.
What a guy.
What a guy. Now, what kind of bottles are they? For all we know, they could be beer bottles.
Oh.
They could also be soda bottles, because again, Soda Popinski.
Yeah, but could also be beer. We could be in Belgium, for all we know, because Belgium has, quite a lot of, there's a beer.
Also fair.
We're actually in Belgium.
Confirmed. Well, that's a miss right off the bat. Good job, B. A little bit more punishing this one. How ironic. I'm the first one to get a miss here. Also, again, yeah. Funny how one of the earlier jobs of Mario and Luigi apparently was in Belgium. Which is apparently well known for these, you know, beer bottle factories and nothing else, I'm sure.
Yeah, and yeah, it's in the somewhere in the 80s. So Italians were actually, you know, doing a lot of jobs in there in Belgium
True.
through migration.
Even though, you know, Mario and Luigi were born and raised in Brooklyn. They are still Italians, but, you know, they grew up in like, Brooklyn, New York.
Yep.
So, you know.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Another on break.
They earn a break. Which that break taunt is referenced in Smash as well. It is one of Game & Watch's, you know, taunts. Fun fact. Man, this whole thing is starting to become a little bit of a Mr. Game & Watch, you know, Smash moveset in the history. Hasn't it? I mean, what else can I say about what's going on here outside of this riveting gameplay?
Yep.
Which again, I do respect it, because again, this is essentially running on the same type of hardware that is a calculator.
Yeah.
We are essentially, like, the Game & Watch games are essentially designed and made on essentially modified calculators.
Yeah, wasn't like a story about Satoru Iwata and, you know, watching you know, another guy, you know, play with his you know, calculator and
That is
inspiration
true,
to make
although
games.
Indeed, so although it was not, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto, but another
Iwata, yeah, I was saying Iwata.
Actually, no, it was Gunpei Yokoi,
Oh, okay.
I do believe.
Thought for a second it was Iwata.
Nope, it was. I'm fairly certain it was Gunpei Yokoi, who the designer of the original Game Boy, whose early work involved the Game & Watch games.
Okay, the more you know.
Yep, the more you know. As per the tradition, you know, from my end, because I know a lot about games. I do love gaming. In
What
general.
miss?
Although I tend to lean more on the classical side of things. Because, you know, they're cool. It is cool to, like, you know, just see how games, like, you know, evolved from back then to now.
Yeah,
Is
look
it
how far
not?
we have come.
Look how far we come. From, like, you know, like, advanced, like, you know, just modified calculators to, well, the systems like, you know, the Switch and whatnot. You could even push it even further by just saying the PS, you know, like, 5 Pro or something to just see how far gaming systems has come. which, yeah. That is a, albeit absurdly expensive, but powerful piece of hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you thought the Switch 2 was expensive, you've not seen the PS5 Pro.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that conversation about the pricing the other, yesterday with a friend of mine, and yeah, my friend do own a PS5, and yeah, he told me, yeah, that shit is quite expensive, the PS5.
Pretty expensive indeed. And this is, of course, on my end, I'm, of course, bringing up the, Pro version, which, is even more expensive. That thing is like $700. $700 for a console that, albeit is more capable of, like, more, like, advanced graphics. However, it also comes at the cost of no disk drive. At first, you need to buy it externally. Which, yeah. That thing is, that thing is something else.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, if you consider, like, that, like, sort of weird, like, again, unless you buy a external, like, disk drive that you attach to your, like, PS5 Pro, and then just, oh, whoops. I lost my train of thought there for a moment. Got a miss. Oh? Oh, so he does that in this word. Okay. Getting to 300 eliminates all misses. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got a game over before that.
I noticed. But yeah, maybe it's just me being crazy, however, like, again, like $700 for a, like, console that, granted is pretty powerful on the graphical end. However, have no disk drive, meaning you have to buy it externally and then attach it to it later on. Which, goes beyond $700, and if you refuse to do that, that means you have to buy every game digitally. And I do mean every game.
Ooh,
All
yeah.
of them.
And that can fill up your hard drive quite a bit.
Yep.
Not the most convenient thing in the world.
Which, like, personally, in comparison to, like, the Switch 2, which, granted, yeah, that thing is, like, the console on itself is, like, decent enough. The problem is the pricing on the games, which, yeah. I don't need to say any more.
Yeah.
But console-wise, that is a big... What are you even doing? On my end. What are you even doing? So yeah, that's all I have to say on that front. Though I missed.
Yeah, I think you also pay for convenience. And that's actually the leg-up that consoles have. And my concern is, without the disk drive for the PS5, it doesn't seem like enticing to buy it, if I have to be honest.
Honestly, I agree. Because again, like, that disk drive is what allows you to play, like, physical games. And, once you take that away, then, like,
Like, I understand we're living more and more in a digital world, but there are some drawbacks with that as well.
Definitely. There's granted always drawbacks with a lot of these things. Because, you know, can't have too many good things at times. Always a price for something.
Always a catch.
It's always a catch. Which on the Switch 2 end, you know, it is the price of the games. For that PS5 Pro thing, it is, just, yeah. Yeah.
Well, at least, you know, Nintendo still works with cartridges.
At least that. Now, granted, they do offer developers the ability to just get the game card key, which, you know, is like, it is like, sort of whatever on my end, because, like, it's rough. It is not the, like, proper physical copy. It's not the full game in the thing. It just gives you, like, you know, a code to, like, download the game off the store.
Oh.
Which, you know, some third-party developers are already taking advantage of, like, you know, just going, yeah, this is more cost-efficient, let's just do that. So that's, like, one thing for the, like, you know, Switch 2, you know, game department that is a bit, oof.
So they don't have, like, the full game or, like, the game in it?
Not always.
Okay.
However, most, like, from what I read, most of the first-party stuff is, like, guaranteed to, like, have that.
Okay, that's at least good.
It's just the option for any third-party developers to do if they also wish.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's... That
Very
could
hard.
That could actually be an inconvenient factor.
Uh-huh.
Because then
You
you're
could
starting to run into the same problem that you know, the Xbox and the PlayStation have when it comes to, you know, disk space on their hard drive.
So, I mean... Oh yeah, one more thing I can mention about that. So, for the Switch 2, guess which company immediately used that, you know, method on, you know, distributing these games?
EA.
No. Sega.
Okay.
How am I not surprised? Sega.
Sega.
So yeah, if you, like, you know, in most cases, if you try to buy, like, you know, a copy of, like, the, like, you know, latest Sonic Generations, you know, with, like, you know, the whole Shadow, you know, side thing on the store, you'll get a game card key. You get the box and the download code, essentially. Thanks, Sega. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Anyways, let's do this before moving on to very hard and probably see me failing a ton. So yeah, that's a little bit of a ramble on my end, because, again, it is like sort of one of those things that, you know, yeah. I forgot exactly what was the major difference with hard mode. Outside of, I think, Bowser messaged with you earlier. Then...
And
usual.
It's harder from the get-go.
Yep, harder from the get-go, and Bowser messes with you earlier. I think it's just it.
It's a difficulty increase, essentially.
Yep, pretty much. After all, this time around there won't be any crows that starts fucking with you.
Yep.
As hilarious as that may be. Sometimes crows just want to have fun too, you know.
Yep. Those bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Wah!
So you wanna know the funny thing? This whole thing kinda implies that, all four of them are essentially working in this, cake factory, and, here's Bowser, messing with, his co-workers. Like, this is not how you run a business, Bowser.
But it's eliminating competition in the company, you know. If they fuck up, you actually have more chances to get a promotion.
On one end, true.
Bowser has thought is that.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the workforce, that actually happens.
That I'm aware of. So yeah, I do know that at least. Oh boy. Right, need to move down quickly now.
$200.
Oh, getting tricky now, are we?
Yeah, Bowser
Okay.
is fucking with you
Not yet.
at 200
Oh, wait. At 200, got it.
or something. Yeah, beyond 200.
Okay, close calls. Oh, there it is. Okay. Good enough. And off it goes with all the cake. All of them. Also, one more thing I can mention about the, modern Mario Bros, game of this one. Can I just mention that, that the music is pretty good too?
Yeah, it really fits the vibe very, very well.
Surprisingly well indeed.
Then it goes
fact-
slower and then faster.
In fact, it is definitely one of my favorites. I'm not sure about absolute favorite, but it is high up there. I like this theme a lot. Big fan. Now, does it beat Mario Cement Factory or not? That's a good question.
Oh, yeah.
It probably does, although I do like that one a lot too.
Ooh.
Close. Had a close call?
Yep.
Figures much. Alright. There we go.
Yeah, you can see when Bowser is gonna fuck with you.
You even get a, like, you know, little sound to tell you when it happens too, so, you know. It is not without warning, though.
So I know for a fact, like, okay, no, I have to pull the lever.
Pretty much. There we go. A bit awkward. But yeah, this one's not that bad. It's kind of simple and straightforward, but you know, I also kind of like it. It does ask you to, like, you know, multitask easily much. With, like, you know, again, moving both characters. There we go. Oh wait, wrong button. Nope! Wrong button. Hey Bowser, you stopped that right this instant. Okay, not too bad. I did get one miss, but immediately got a heart, so, you know, everything is fine. We're still in it. But yeah, for as simple as this one may be, it does demand you to pay attention to a lot of things at once.
Yeah.
And I kinda like that about this one. It's simple, yet also demanding.
Need so.
To me, that's what makes a good Game & Watch game a good Game & Watch games. Simple, but also, like, demanding. I can, however, say one thing that is, you know, kind of good game design on that front, which is, again, while it is, like, it's essentially just an aid, you know, to make things, you know, simple to help you keep track of things. When you deliver the box over to the truck, the game pauses, meaning it gives you a moment of, like, you know, relief to, like, you know, think about your next action.
Yep.
Meaning, even in the more hectic moments, it gives you just, like, some extra time to, like, think about your next actions to take. To ensure that you don't mess up like that.
It gives a little bit of breathing room in between.
Yep.
That's your reward for completing it.
Yep, pretty much. Which, you know, is good. I like that. It is well designed. Unlike that play. That was just bad play on my end. I'm throwing. Alright, there we go. Heart.
One miss.
Okay,
My first miss. Okay.
that was a bit hectic. Oh wait, you need to go up there. Alright. Oh boy. Okay, this is fine. Enough.
Oh, that Bowser. Oh. That Bowser threw me off guard.
Would imagine. Oh, I didn't press A quick enough, damn it. Will this be it for the run? Maybe.
Maybe. Oh.
Oh boy.
Almost doesn't. Not quite. Ooh, there's a new Game & Watch in the museum.
Ooh. I wonder what that one could be.
Zelda!
Zelda indeed.
I hope this Game & Watch version of Link fight monsters and gather the Triforce.
Yep. You unlock Zelda. To watch. But not a game yet. Oh boy. Dang it. Hello, this Gold Crunch. How's it doing?
Hello, Skull Cruncher.
I think... Yep. I'd say that's a good enough score for, you know, hard mode. Now, just for fun. Very hard. This one's for you, Damon. How good are we at multitasking? Let's find out. Well, hope's been a decent midweek so far. I dare say so. It's been a pretty good one.
Oh, Bowser fucks with you already.
Right off the bat, I see. Alright, cool. Very hard.
Bowser on very hard.
Please, no.
Bowser is very hard, Richard.
Well, good for you, isn't it? Oh, there's some awkward timing going on here. Oh, boy. Manageable, but, you know, a bit
First miss.
hectic considering my confusing control setup. Look at all these cakes being shipped. So this is how it's like working at Amazon.
Yep.
if they were to, like, you know, ship away cake status, which, you know, I don't think they do. They would probably get ruined in the like, you know, airplane shipment. Who the fuck orders cakes, you know, across the country, even?
Yeah. What's up with that?
I can maybe see that being the case for, like, a smaller country, like, you know, let's say, the Belgium. Maybe. But, you know, like, across, like, you know, the world and whatnot, no. Like, that's a little bit weird, not going to lie.
And even then, Belgium has a lot of people living in here, so there's enough people to eat cake as it is.
True that.
Belgium is a small country in terms of land, but it has 11 million inhabitants, or like over 11 million. That's actually more than Sweden.
Yep.
There are more Belgians in the world than Swedish.
Oh.
Interesting.
I keep failing. Why? I don't
Wait,
get
I'm
it.
gonna fact check soon enough.
Not quick enough. Well, it sure was try. Anyways. I see that good enough. Let's check out a couple things while I let Martini play through this one, see how far he gets. Which I'm watching his stream at the moment, so I'm keeping an eye. Also, yeah, this was the thing that Martini just unlocked. Help this Game & Watch version of Link fight monsters and gather the Triforce. Back when the Triforce were some sort of artifact that you could collect rather than a mythical sort of relic that, you know, what role does the Triforce even have in the modern games now? At this point, I don't fucking know. This is just Zelda. No Legend of. True that indeed. There's no Legend of Zelda, it's just Zelda.
His name is Link, not Zelda!
Is Zelda even in this game?
Hardly.
We'll never know. However, I can confirm from looking at the game at the moment, I think that on the far right is a Moblin, meanwhile the one down below is a skeleton, also known as a Stalfos. I do believe, I could be wrong.
It's Stalfos.
Damon saying, yeah, Zelda is there in the middle with the sword and shield.
Yep. That's Zelda.
Yep. That's Zelda, alright. That's Zelda. For Skullcrunch all the same, for the longest time, I always thought Link was Zelda.
Yeah, you know.
Also,
Yeah. You know what's an unfortunate part about the Legend of Zelda series? You hardly play as Zelda in the series.
yeah, hardly. Which, the first time she became, like, almost solely playable in the main series was in the latest one, like... Echoes of Wisdom, I do believe the name was. Which I'm not played yet. I've been wanting to, but never found the time to, like, you know, get it and buy it, like, play it. So yeah. Anyways, how about we hop over to the next game now that Martini is done, which is Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong rules. Avoid the rolling barrels as you make your way to the top.
Donkey Kong, you say? You wanna play some Donkey Kong? I wanna play Donkey Kong Country too. Let's go. I'm just, I'm just messing.
Anyways, as I was gonna say, Donkey Kong rules. Avoid the rolling barrels as you make your way to the top. Once you get there, remember to flip the switch before you move on.
There's a switch?
There's a switch. So anyways, down there are the controls. Good luck. There we go. That's how it's done. Also, fun, sort of funny that is, you know, Peach here. In this occasion. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong indeed. Oh no, his platform is almost completely out. What is Donkey Kong gonna do now without his platform? He will fall down and hurt himself. As such. And now next stage. Oh, I see. Okay. You have to hop from the center of this one. Okay, good to know. Then a moment. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's how it works.
So yeah, this one is control-wise very similar to Donkey Kong Jr. In that, you know, it is a bit on the janky side if you treat it like a traditional platformer. But it is still, at the end of the day, normal Donkey Kong. This is a Donkey Kong that we all remember, surely. Oh, good to know. There we go. A bit awkward, but I did it. Well, let's just sit here for a moment. Okay, I see. You wait a moment on the next, you know, red cloud before you hop on. There are Koopas inside the barrels? Interesting. Koopas.
Okay,
There we go.
I don't get the timing of that one section.
On the platform section.
Yeah.
You press A when it's like the closest to you on the left side. And then like, you know, you press A again once, you know, it's at the, you know, top. Simple.
Yeah, if you used to traditional platformers, you know, muscle memory is like a very hard thing.
The background looks like a Mega Man 7 level. You're right, it does.
Yeah. Do you still play Roblox as Baz the Duck?
Do we need to answer that? I don't know. Oops. Okay. That was close. A tad bit early. There we go. All good. For the second one, press A when the platform is at the center.
Oh, at the center. Okay.
Yep. I thought for a moment you press it at the, like, when it's on the right side. I was wrong. A bit weird, but I get it.
Maybe too early.
Maybe. Also, special mention to the, you know, Mario one that's on the, you know, top right side. That's a really goofy looking Mario right there.
At the center, I tried. Doesn't seem to work at the center.
I was speaking when you hop on the platform. You wait, you know, at the center when it swings. Once you land on it.
Once I land on it?
It's... like... how do I explain it so that you actually understand? Okay, you know what? I'm pausing here so I can explain it without, like, you know, my brain dying from hurt. Alright, so... You activate the lever. You hop on the platform once it's on the left side, and then you press A once you know, it reaches the center.
Oh, on the left side. Okay. Yeah, you have, you know, forgot that instruction.
I thought it was clear.
No.
I thought that was clear because, again, I presume once you hop on the thing, I presume that was, you know, pretty obvious.
Okay. Yeah, I was keep jumping when the swing goes to the center, so I was a bit confused. Okay. It's just more or less the same.
Yep. More or less the same.
Okay. That's a snipe barrel, so we have to retreat.
There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Did get a miss because again I just like took a moment, you know, thinking, okay, how did I explain that one poorly? It didn't feel like I did. Anyways, everything is fine now. Okay, was unable to hop off in time.
Koopas.
Koopas. Reimagine Donkey Kong. The arcade version. Featuring modern Donkey Kong.
Oh, that's a snipe barrel.
Alright. Heart. Gimme. Alright. So far, so good. So yeah, what do you have to say about this one?
Bit on the awkward side, but it works.
It definitely works, which again, it is like essentially just like Donkey Kong Jr. emulating the Game & Watch, you know, version of it rather than like, you know, completely making a new game with the premise. Meaning it plays like a Game & Watch, you know, game. Platform game on the Game & Watch, which, you know, is bound to be kind of clunky. This one's not bad. Although personally, I kinda like Donkey Kong Jr. just a little bit more. Yeah, I wonder why.
Koopas.
Okay, I see a way I can handle it because those pink clouds function on like two different patterns. And I did it wrong. Oh no. And I flubbed my execution. There we go. That's more like it. Well, I just did not even press, you know, jump there. That was just being stupid. Oh! Take a look at the museum! All the Game & Watches are out! And now you can play Manhole! Instead of, just look at it! Enter from the museum screen and play away! Guess what? You can, with time, as you gain more stars, unlock playable versions of the games in the museum.
Oh.
So while Martini is like, you know, dabbling with this, how about we play a little bit of this one? Manhole rules! React quickly to the movement of the people on upper and lower levels. Move diagonally is sometimes your best bet. And it is classic exclusive. No modern version for these ones. If you want the modern version, you're gonna need to hope that a modern version exists on the like older Game & Watch Gallery games. But how about I do this one martini? You know, is playing through some more Donkey Kong.
Yep.
Behold, manhole. Keep the little guy from, you know, falling down into, presumably the sewers, you know, down below by, you know, pulling up on, you know, a little, lid to ensure that they can, you know, walk by in safely. A simple but effective game. This is, however, one of the earlier Game & Watch, you know, like titles, so, you know, don't expect too much advanced, you know, gameplay here.
Yeah, that's Game Boy Advance.
Imagine Game & Watch Advance. Nice little game here.
Koopas!
Koopas. Oops. I didn't pay attention. I'm stupid. So yeah, manhole is, it's something. I thought that would... Okay, fair enough.
Okay, they just fuck you up with the timing.
Yep. The clouds gonna have some different patterns going on that, you know, can easily mess with you.
Oh, that's a snipe barrel.
Yep. Well, I did not get far. Anyways. You know what? This is a good opportunity for a little bit of a intermission because I need a quick bathroom break. So,
Yep.
you know what?
Intermission screen! Let's go!
Intermission screen. Be right back, folks.
Oh. Meanwhile, I'm still gaming. Well, I made it! Went through all the stages, so I'm happy. Yeah, this game, once you get the hang of it, not too bad. Although I still cannot get the hang of it a bit, as you can see. Okay, the timing is a bit slower, so we... Okay. And then we go there. One hit. Meanwhile, Fletcher does intermission screen. We have Mario, Alice's dolls, Mario and Donkey Kong and Yoshi fighting, Smash Bros, girl with fish, some VTuber falling down, and Donkey Kong giving a thumbs up. Donkey Kong approves, and then you have intermission screen with a, you know, almost uwu face, semi uwu face. Oh, hey, that worked out. Oh, that Koopa. You're sending the Koopas? Donkey Kong falls down. It's a work-related accident. Oh, that's a snipe barrel. We can avoid that. Okay. I have to get used to the timing a bit, or like, you know, muscle memory. Then we jump right here. There we go. 420. Donkey Kong falling. Big monkey. We like some Donkey Kong. You cannot snipe me with that barrel, mister. No, the airship. I like the airship. Okay. Okay. Let's screw myself a bit over on that regard. Oh yeah, I didn't press A. That was... was a bit scuffed, but it works. Oh wait. Koopas, you know what? I think I'm...
And I am back, and I see you, Damon, there. Where's the, you know, Friday night gif? You know what? I would include it. However, it is not a Friday at the moment, but next time I can probably replace one of these with that one.
Yeah. It's Stream Crew Friday.
I'll probably do that, you know, like before Friday. It's Friday if you believe hard enough. Yeah, that's also true.
It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Koopas!
It is Friday somewhere out there in the world, as you say.
No, it's not.
You're right. However, somewhere in this world, it is Thursday right now.
That is true. Probably in Singapore.
Probably.
Is it Friday? Is it Thursday in Asia? Like, you know, some areas in Asia?
Somewhere in Asia, I do believe. At the moment. I think it's like past 12 there, so it should be.
Yeah. Definitely in Australia. It's Thursday.
Mm-hmm. True. Also, I can't believe, like, you know, intermission music I put on, I managed to get to this part of the song. I was away for a bit, so... I still love this screen though.
Yeah, you put your heart out making this.
Definitely did. Anyways, back to the thing now.
How about
I see
Martini Monday?
It's the intermission screen of all time. True that, Damon. So anyways, back to it. But I can probably manage this.
Koopas!
Oh. I can do that, huh? Interesting. Koopas.
Well, I was struggling. No, look at me now.
You know what, let's greet for a moment.
Koopas!
Koopas. Okay, enough of that. There we go. Stomping.
Oh, that was
Indeed
smooth.
so.
Oh, that was the smoothest run. Let's go.
Nice. There we go.
Koopas!
Koopas.
I really love Weird Mario.
Oh yeah, that one.
This game fucking sucks!
And then just the Mount Blanc, scream. Also known as the Simara 64 Beta scream.
Yeah. Oh
If
yeah,
you know that one.
I know that one, yeah. B3313 Let's Play it when?
Don't know. One of these days.
Koopas!
Okay, took too long.
I'd rather stay here. With that Koopa. That Coop. Another Coop. Too many Koopas. That sounds racist.
B3313 on Halloween. I'll remind you every year, says Damon. Good to know.
Koopas!
Oh, how am I still alive after that?
Well, got 1,000 points.
Nice.
Ain't so bad at all. Ain't so bad at all.
Okay, can't do that. Good to know.
Once you get the hang of it, it's quite easy.
Yeah, that's the thing about this one. It's not bad once you get the hang of it. I say as I die in the in a rather stupid way.
Koopas.
Anyways, I believe I can get 1,000 points here too. Certified Koopa and hater since the beginning of time.
Oh, the music is gone. I'm gonna intentionally, you know, commit Sudoku.
Oh.
Ooh. This is the last question mark panel. Now we can play Fire Attack. The game sounds similar to Fire, but it's not. It's completely different. Try to take on enemies coming from all 4 directions. Okay.
You unlocked Fire Attack!
Yep. Wait. Before we do
The
this,
final modern game.
let me reset this real quick. Reset the console.
Alright,
Just for a safety precaution.
fair enough.
Well, got all the games, so that's my goal.
I call BS.
Wrecked! We do this on hard. We do Donkey Kong on hard. Seyful then Khaled says, I joined from the suddenly recommended Roblox New Year video you posted 15 years ago. Welcome to the stream, Seyfuddin Khaled, or Khalid, or how do you pronounce that? Sorry if I butcher your name. Nah, it's okay. Yeah, welcome to the stream.
Oh, too bad.
Thanks, says Khalid. I've never played Mario. Oh, you should. There are different Mario games. Oh.
You're bound to find something that strikes your fancy.
Yep. You have Mario Kart. Is this the original? No. There are different Mario games.
There we go.
Doesn't Luigi always save Princess Peach? Yeah, there is a theory that Luigi and Peach might maybe the two maybe together instead of Mario and Peach. Well, the sun is gone again.
Wow.
You know what? If this corrupts, there is a backup mechanic. Bit too early.
Okay. Tad bit early there. Do you mind the barrel spam, Donkey Kong? Do you mind the barrel spam? That used to work before, now I can't pull that off consistently. What happened? There we go.
Oh, that Koopa is a fucking asshole.
Alright. There we go.
I love Donkey Kong falling on his face.
It is a bit amusing. There we go. Slow and sort of steady, but also
Oh, he
fast.
cornered me.
I pressed A! It didn't jump. I guess there's a bit of a delay.
Jump, Mario, jump!
Okay. Good to know. I should get a heart right after this one. There it is. Knew it. It was that particular pattern.
Oh, that was a snipe barrel. Had to jump early.
There we go. Alright, can I pull off the same one again afterwards or not? I guess not. Alright.
Took me long enough.
Okay, good enough.
Ah.
Vault straight into that one. Did he just do a reset?
Yeah.
A console reset?
Yeah, it's just a case.
Okay, fair enough. Also, I still will say this. Mario's icon on the top, you know, right, is amusing.
It's like the O face.
Like, oh.
Oh,
Oh.
mamma mia! Spaghetti!
Shad Shin Mario. That Mario hasn't quite the shin, alright, on that icon. You're right, Damon. Jesus.
Giga Shot Mario.
Now I cannot unsee. Jesus. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. Oh no. Koopas.
Koopas.
Alright, back to 800. We're full lives.
Donkey Kong falls into his demise.
Yep.
A broken rib cage. Or a fractured rib cage should deal with that, you know, primate.
Okay. I see. Okay. Good enough.
This is a safe spot.
Okay, I think
Can
that's
you-
just better. Yeah, I think that spot there is a safe spot until a Koopa comes around.
Oh, that Koopa is a Koopa of all Koopas.
Yep.
Yeah, that Koopa forces me to go that way.
Welcome to the Koopas in the barrel that apparently are in the barrels that Donkey Kong throws. There's just a Koopa inside all of them. At least the ones that they rolled down the slope. Funny one, isn't that, DK? However, the good question is this Donkey Kong Cranky Kong or just normal Donkey Kong? That we know today. What really is the answer to that? Do you know? Complete silence? Gotcha.
I think it's just Cranky Kong's grandson.
Alright, fair enough then.
Because we have Peach.
Alright, Jump did not want to respond there. Okay, sure. Alright, these freaking Koopas here. These freaking Koopas. God
Koopas.
fuck. How freaking badly misaligned are these Koopas going to be? Jesus Christ.
Koopas.
Give me that 1,000 points. Good grief. Paratroopers, man. Paratroopers.
A collab between Koopas and Donkey Kong. That's a rare sight to see.
Also, need to read this off. Take a moment to read this off. This is actually Donkey Diddy Kong Jr. the Third throwing barrels at his arch nemesis, Jumpman the Fifth.
Thought I pressed A.
You thought you pressed A. Welcome to my world.
This game fucking sucks.
Game over, you're the winner, you're the winner, you're the winner!
You're the winner, you're the winner! Both Vinny and Vison's Joel has voiced Weird Mario.
Yep. It just makes too much sense, if you think about it. Okay, I think I get the pattern now. Alright, fine. I'll do this. You know what? Koopa stomping.
Koopas.
Well, I missed.
Thought I jumped.
Let me just farm points here for a moment until, you know, I die. Don't mind me. Don't mind what I'm doing here, Martini.
And this is the classic version.
Mm-hmm. Stomping Koopas. No, Chris Pratt, those are known as shell creepers. I do believe it was. They were known as Koopas yet. God. Okay, not fooling around with that. Oh, there's a time bonus. Okay, fair enough.
Oh! There's a little screen as well.
Yep. Because the original Donkey Kong on, you know, Game & Watch is the, basically the DS prototype. Having a dual screen.
Man, that older screen is so fucking tiny.
Yep. Having to find a way to fit both screens into the GBA, and this is the result. In other words, they sure tried. They were try.
Okay.
But try was not enough. Whoops.
These barrels awfully look like eyeballs.
I see it.
No, you cannot unsee it.
Oh, I see. I see the case here, Martini. I see a eye. Do you get my pun?
Yeah, I see that. I see where this is going. What the fuck is this shit? This is a shitty Mario. Yeah, this is like shit classic Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong an arcade game at home. Be like. That's really what this one was back then. Which, you know, a novel little thing. Anyways, I think I can just, you know, exit out of this one now. Congratulations! Congratulations! You must be pretty good to break 1,000 points. Why don't you try the more difficult star mode? Maybe. But first, it's time to play the classic one. So that, you know, the people here on my end also get to see what's going on.
Oh, I get it now. The screen is so fucking tiny.
Yep. Oh, you can press B to, like, you know, switch which side becomes tiny as well.
Oh!
So that's what the switch, you know, button in the tutorial there was for. I see, okay.
This game is fucking ass still.
Skill issue. Again, this is, you know, trying to emulate the, you know, Donkey Kong Game & Watch game on, like, recreate the Donkey Kong arcade game on a Game & Watch. It is the way it do be. Ow. Oh wow, that kills you way early. Okay, I see. Classic Donkey Kong can only jump at certain points, so memorize them. Watch out, missing the hook causes the barrels to speed up. Thanks.
If that wasn't enough.
Yep. So yeah, this is the earliest, like, you know, point of them trying to like, you know, recreate a platformer on a Game & Watch. And what a game this one is. What a game.
Eat shit, Donkey Kong.
There we go.
Hello, welcome back, Kwandi. Today we're playing Donkey Kong on the Game & Watch. And why this game is fucking shit. Fucking sucks because I suck at the game.
That's what we call in the business a skill issue.
Your mom has a skill issue.
Resorting to your mom jokes. That is a true skill issue right there. Grow up, you fucking baby.
Welcome to Xbox Live. Oh, we have to jump.
Oh, you want some proper Xbox Live experience?
You're not gonna say the N-word, please.
I thought as much, Martini. I thought as much.
We don't do that. I don't know.
Because again, the proper Xbox Live experience is not just, you know, people doing that, but also a lot of slurs being tossed around by edgy, you know, teenagers and, you know, kids.
Or you just randomly live and I get recommended one of the recommended videos from 15 years ago.
Well, you know,
YouTube.
be careful with what joke you say there, Martini.
Well, at least you can get banned for saying slurs now on Xbox Live.
Fortunately. Back in the 360 days, though, not really. So yeah, just saying. Back when the internet was a wild place and, you know, people didn't really think too hard about these things.
Yeah, boy, look at this. Look at this
Oh,
dude.
Donkey Kong, you are quite a troll there. Oh, you know I wanna, you know, hop onto the hook, so you toss them right, like a bunch on the right, yeah, you non-stop on the right side, like, yeah, fuck you. You're not hopping onto this hook. Well, you know what? Tough luck, buddy. Die. $200 points. You wanna know the funny thing? This is probably the furthest I've gotten on the classic one. Ever. Because yeah, I do agree this one is rough. But I do still respect the effort to just, you know, essentially translate the original Donkey Kong into a Game & Watch game. And like, imagine how, like, much work it would be to try to, like, essentially put the original Donkey Kong on a fucking calculator.
At
Think
least
about that
the barrels are less random.
Yup, that's one good thing. The barrels are consistent. Okay, that's not possible. And that was a bad respawn. Anyways, also, yeah. Damon here is saying, next-gen gaming DS on the GBA. That's basically what this one is. And 3D modeling hair is hard, man. I agree. That is actually pretty hard.
3D modeling hair, yep.
So, just picture yourself this, Martini. Do you have any idea how 3D modeling works?
Yeah, I've actually read a very old article on Roblox, on the Roblox blog, and of how they struggle that much to create hair for Roblox characters.
So anyways, considering I do actually have a degree on that front, as in, I got like an, A+ on, a course for, introduction to 3D modeling. I can summarize how it, like, the process of making a 3D model. You take a basic shape, like, like a cube or a sphere or like, a cylinder. And then you have to somehow reshape that into whatever you want to model.
So basically like a sculpture.
You're essentially sculpturing on the computer, yes. That's the easiest way to describe it. Now, try to imagine doing hair.
Funnily enough, if you have like experience sculpturing, stuff, That's actually quite a useful skill with 3D modeling.
Fun fact about that one, I can explain this, while I'm take a small little breather, but like, rehydrate after that, whole classic Donkey Kong shenanigans. So doing the whole 3D modeling class of mine, our teacher actually was, someone who has on many, hit movies worked as like, the guy who makes a lot of these prop models for movies. And also building the animatronics underneath them. You wanna have a good example of something he did in the past? He specifically made the Slimer ghost for Ghostbusters. The first one. This amazing man was my teacher while I was in like LA. He made a Slimer ghost for the first Ghostbusters movie.
That is interesting.
I also do believe he made, some of the like, puppets that were used in the first Jurassic Park as well.
Oh, puppets even.
Yep. And I do believe he also was involved in the making of E.T. As in, the like, alien model.
Ah. So he was your teacher.
Yep, he was my teacher teaching me 3D modeling because after, that sort of, front, kind of vanished with time. Like, creating essentially animatronics, for movies. He kind of hopped over to 3D modeling and, assisted in, like, various works, such as, Turbo. That one movie about that super fast snail? Yeah, that one.
Oh.
And also Tangled. I do believe it was. So yeah, rather interesting stuff indeed. Rather jolly guy too. Fun one to like, have as your teacher.
Fond memories you got there.
Memories indeed. I actually had a really good time there. Alright. Surely I can get a way better score here. So yeah, that's a little bit of info I can give on that front, which, yep, 3D modeling is, it is something. It's not that hard once you get used to it. Actually, sculpturing is, like, sort of true. I think a more, like, almost more accurate description would be, like... Anyways, outside of that small interruption, I think a more accurate, description would be, like, working with a clay model. Like, working with clay. Because you're essentially taking a basic shape and reforming it into whatever you want.
Is that what you also have done during class, or like, to visualize?
Yeah. Yes, in fact. Our final exam, like, the final, test on that, class was specifically make your own little Lego figure. You can make it however you like, as long as it looks like a Lego figure. Ooh. Okay, I was not expecting that. I caught me by surprise. It's been so long. Got freaking trolled. But yeah, that's basically what, was the final, like, it's essentially the final test of that class, which was again just make your own Lego figure from scratch. By the way, you were allowed to I think get reference images to help assisting with your model making, but everything else up to you. So yeah, there you go.
You're gonna play with Legos. You did that. Imagine your class, if you do the class again, you start booting up Roblox. That would be funny. That's a legitimate tool you can use.
Yes. Now, granted, during the class, the program we used was Maya, which is a, relatively well-known 3D modeling program. Anyways, yeah, Autodesk Maya, which is, a pretty professional, it is basically a 3D modeling program that... A button. You did not want to respond there. Alright, fair enough. You do be that way, I suppose. Anyways, yeah. Maya. Probably the professional program that the professional tends to use, although there is an alternative through, what they call 3ds Max. Fun fact. So, the two of them are just essentially up to personal preference. I think Maya is slightly easier to learn, while 3ds Max is slightly more advanced. However, it does cost a lot to buy a license for these, and you can only get a temporary license for them, assuming you are a student. So how do you do 3D modeling if you don't have a student license or any of that sort? Simple. You just get Blender, which is a free, software alternative to those two. You just use Blender, you learn Blender, you use Blender. Because in the past, it was functional, but also kind of buggy. It's actually really competent today. So, just use Blender. If you, want to learn. It's also functional for, professional use too. Probably. So, you gotta use that. Use Blender. It's good.
Yep.
Fun fact, just for some preparation for some, let's just say, Ring Races characters in the future, I actually have done a couple of 3D models already to use as a reference point for, just basic sprite over. In theory, you could call it tracing, but it is essentially tracing over your own artwork. And the artwork is a 3D model that you yourself, made, so, it's not really a bad thing. I dare say. So yeah, there you go. But let's just say I made a couple of 3D models, because again, I have plans. Oh, that was scary. Oh yeah, it is already 9 PM. I just realized.
Oh my god,
time
time?
flies.
You're kidding me. It's already 9 PM. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Time flies, actually.
In fact, it is 9:30.
Holy shit, listening to you rambling, the time just flies. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, really.
Hello, Giovanna Castro, how's it going? Yeah, my schedule
Well, yeah.
tends to be on the messy side, Giovanna. But yeah,
As to be expected at times.
yep. Mom needs some more help. That's what I'm gonna say, but yeah, carry on.
Anyways, yeah. Time definitely flies indeed. And then that does remind me one more thing I can bring up, which is, I meant saying bring this up now because again, I may have some different plans going on at the moment. And that is, in fact, so what plans do we have for Friday this week?
Opus is not gonna join, right?
Yep, he is on vacation.
Yeah.
He'll be on vacation until either the last week of July or the week afterwards. Meaning he will probably be absent until August.
So what's the ideas, Mr. Idea Man?
Well, one idea I had was, so you remember how I suggested a certain other game to play next Wednesday? We could start that one this Friday instead.
Donkey Kong,
Yup.
Bongo. Okay.
Yep. If you're up for that, we can do that this Friday and then just continue it, on Wednesday. Again next week.
Requires
How about
some
that?
setup, though.
Yeah. Well, require some setup, but I'm thinking it won't be too bad.
Yeah, I cannot do the setup on Friday because I'm actually, away Friday. Unless
Oh, I
maybe the hour prior, so maybe after this stream we're gonna deal with that one.
Maybe, yeah. Probably. Okay, and that did take a bit. So yeah, probably we'll just end the stream at like around 10 PM as per usual, which is in about 30 minutes. And then, we'll just take some time, to set that up, because, while I could go over time, because again, I did eat before the stream this time around. However, let's take that extra time to ensure that Martini has everything set up.
Yeah. Because Friday, it's gonna be tough. with
Which,
my schedule.
fair enough. Which, fair enough, people do have, some schedule issues at times.
Yeah, I have a very irregular schedule.
Mine has consistently been kind of up and down, however, it's usually consistent because, again, I have specifically, mentioned in the past that, can't do, want to avoid, too much of this on these days, so, it usually works out with a couple of exceptions time from time. So, it do be that way. Oh yeah, this is a much better run now. And I figured out the pattern with those pink clouds. So on the very first time, they both become fall through after a short while. Then every other time, it is always the right one becomes kind of translucent first, and then the left one. So you can just simply hop onto the left one after the first, set of platforms are down.
Oh, boxing ghosts. That's what I'm doing. No, it's Waluigi.
Waluigi who cheats by, kickboxing in a boxing match.
Ooh.
Think about that for a second.
At least he's not doing the tiger, uppercut.
Fortunately.
Street Fighter Let's Play 2 Let's Play when?
Good question.
I'll probably get my
Alright.
ass kicked on that one.
Although that one probably would just be like a 1v1 versus thing.
Yep,
Thinking about it.
that's true.
Which, would still be fun. Oh yeah. One more thing I think I said at some point before, but I may as well mention again as I get 66 points really quickly. So, again, we all know how the modern redesign of Donkey Kong kinda takes some cues from his old design, but also mix it with the, current, previous design. And then that did bring up an interesting question that I had for a bit. And that is, could there be a possibility we'll ever see Donkey Kong Jr. come back?
Everything is possible.
Because again, that guy has been missing for a while. In fact, you wanna know the latest appearance that guy ever did? It's actually in Mario Kart Tour. The last time we saw Donkey Kong Jr. was in Mario Kart Tour, the mobile game of Mario Kart.
Have you actually tried
is-
that one?
I did try it early on, however, I quickly dropped the game after like a week.
It was more
Or
like
so.
gacha than racing.
Yeah. However, they did remove pretty much all the gacha mechanics now, and now it's just, a competent enough, mobile game racer.
Okay.
So, it's not that bad at the moment. However, Donkey Kong Jr. in that game, it's just the Super Mario Kart sprites of Donkey Kong Jr. slapped onto the car, like on a 3D model cart. So, it's not really the Donkey Kong Jr., but it is still a playable form of Donkey Kong Jr. And it was the last time we saw a proper, physical appearance of him. So there you go. That's what he has been up to. Just being a 2D, playable in a 2D form in Mario Kart Tour. Oh no. Oh well, good enough. Well, 800, I'll take it. I'll just take that. I'll see about getting, that 5th star another time. However, before we end the stream, I think we can check out one more game. It's time for Octopus.
Octopussy.
Of course it would. Uh-oh. Mario's in trouble.
Oh, those tentacles.
I just gonna need like it to just pull you out of danger there. As such. Except...
Insert Japanese anime trope there, right here.
Also, then the octopus just takes all the treasure away. After Mario accidentally drops all the treasure. Anyways, onto the game. Octopus rules. Dive to the bottom of the ocean to gather treasure. Avoid the octopus's tentacles as you dive for sunken treasure. Those are the rules. And good luck. So anyways, octopus. So what is this game like? Well, avoid the tentacles and collect the treasure. Watch where they are going before making a move forward. Also, the more you collect, the more slower you become, so you know. Be mindful. And don't get too greedy.
Don't get too Wario.
Oh no. Very slow now. Okay, close call, close call, close call.
Also, that octopus looks actually cute. Like, what the fuck?
I know,
Those
right?
eyes. Looks like a baby octopus with a face.
It kinda does. Oh no. Alright, let's not go for too much greed here. Let's just cash in.
Ooh, that was a close call. I think I'll let
Also,
my...
Octopus is most definitely a fan favorite Game & Watch game. Even a classic one, you know, has a decent amount of fans.
Yeah. I think it also was featured in one of the WarioWare micro games.
Wouldn't surprise me. There even was a game themed around it on Nintendo Land for Wii U. If you remember that one.
Congratulations, there's a new item in the gallery. Quick, check it out.
I think you unlocked the Game & Watch history. Oh no. Well, I got juked.
You got Toriit. Yep. Manhole. Not to be confused with... I'm gonna stop.
Martini? The
Hello.
fuck?
Hello, Paul. I am Indian. Please help me, sir. Sorry, I cannot help you with that. Also, yeah, Indians. More people tend to be more aligned.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the ages, we met a lot of people. Indians, Indonesians, Singaporeans, Bolivians, Japanese.
Oh, the octopus changed its colors. Oh boy.
Okay, let's do octopus.
It
Why you
became
not help,
green.
sir? Please, I need help. Sir, I'm Indian. Well, I'm Belgium, so, tough luck. Okay.
Yes, don't expect help from Belgians.
Okay,
Oh yeah. You. Good job. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention about this, modern version of, octopus. If you ever need to, you can in fact throw the treasure. Well, not like that though. I'll then demonstrate once I get a more proper way to demonstrate it. If I don't get fucking cornered like this. I pressed A that time. A makes you move forward. Good to know. It was B. I was supposed to press D. I'm stupid.
you can throw treasure.
Yup. You can throw it, and you can hit the tentacle with it and stun that tentacle for a tiny bit. Pretty good if you need a quick escape plan. So yeah, you can discard a treasure, just throw it forward to essentially, let you escape more easily. However, you lose you lose your current batch of treasure that way, so you do need to go back and collect more.
Don't hit tentacle. Why not?
Do not get
Oh, yeah.
grabbed by them.
I thought it was on the shore, but okay. Or like on the boat.
In other words, do not become octopus food.
Please, sir, come to India. I promise. We will have good food culinary experience. Sir.
You are probably asking the wrong guy for that.
I think you're just trolling. You're not an Indian. You're just spouting racism at this point. I know you're kind. You trolls on the internet.
What the?
Yeah,
Hey!
someone is LARPing as an Indian, so keep in mind, I know some Indians on the internet. I know how they act. They don't act like this, unless they're very ironic. Okay. Good thing I'm not an anime girl.
Obvious joke. Whoopee.
What's wrong with Indians, sir? Nothing. They have actually... I've heard they have good food. I just want to go to India just to experience their food.
Uh-oh. That's a little bit too much treasure here. I am really slow now.
Yep.
Too late. And he went that way. Whoopsie. This one is tricky, alright. Who's your favorite Mario character? Oh, that's a really good question, actually.
We have Taj Mahal, big building, yeah. Oh yeah,
Martini's favorite is Yoshi for sure. Mine, though, is... Ooh, that's a really good question. At this current moment, it might be Wario. It just might be. Although it tends to, like, hop back and forth depending of, reasons. And other various factors, probably. Oh, it's my favorite also. Nice. Okay, close call.
No, no, it became green. No, he's green.
Green octopus.
No, we only have one Meese. Meese!
Nice.
Once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Sometimes the pattern of the tentacles at the, like, right before the treasure can be a bit trolly and give you a really hard pattern to, like, dodge.
Ooh. Oh! Almost got caught. Ooh.
So yeah, what do you have to say about this one, Martini?
The octopus looks fucking cute, okay?
That's fair. I agree, though. It does look kind of cute. I think it's like a combination of these cheeks and the big eyes.
Yeah.
No, you don't. The two rightmost ones just moved at the same time. Okay. Alright. So yeah, this one has a pretty good, specifically the modern version has this sort of good, as they call it, push and pull going on. Which I'm sure a lot of people don't exactly entirely know what that means. Even I can, like, mix those up a tad bit time from time, and whoops. Big Bum mixing things up. And now the octopus becomes green on my end too.
Green like a Yoshi. Oh yeah. Ah! Don't grab me, please. That's inappropriate, Mr. Octopus.
To be fair, you are stealing his treasure.
His treasure? My ass. Oh! No, he's blue! I'm blue, ba da dee da 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 dee da.
Alright, good enough. But yeah, this game is pretty good, I dare say.
Me too.
Alright, up to 300. Now, when I was younger, I was never super good at this one. I did like this one, but I always was kind of bad at it.
I never played Octopus. This is my first time.
Mm-hmm. And so, what do you have to say about the game so far?
I like it. But yeah, Japan ruined tentacles for me.
Low-hanging fruit jokes, of course.
Mario fucking dies.
Mario became an octopus food.
Yep. I just wanted your treasure, Favaculo. Oh, it's the classic. Okay.
Alright, good patterns. Oh no, no you don't. And now the octopus became blue. I see Martini is now playing the classic version.
This game fucking sucks.
He's gonna fucking suck. Okay, there we go. Also, can we just mention how Peach is just making Mario just, you know, essentially risking his life just for treasure? Toxic relationships.
Women.
There we go, 500. It is just a case of observing where the tentacles are going and reacting accordingly. And the modern version has a good sense of, as I say, push and pull. Which is a term used for, you know, essentially the player, like, you know, essentially pushing against the system while the system also kind of does the same thing. Essentially the act of, you know, risk, it is comparable to risk and reward. Do you, like, you know, risking, you know, do you sit there and, like, you know, claim all the rewards, or do you cash in for, like, you know, a, like, you know, bigger increase in points? If you get what I'm saying. Because again, the more treasure you collect, the slower you become, and more likely get caught like that. Just like that. However, oh, back to in red, I see. Okay. But also, if you can just sit and collect more, then more points you get, then, you know, more points you can, you know, bring back to the ship. But also, that is, you know, an act of, you know, potential greed. So overall, this one's pretty well made. All the things considered. They were pretty clever when they made this one back in the days.
Okay, it was too early.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press B. Whoopsie. They're actually pretty fast at the moment. Hey, there we go. 700. That's one more heart if I can just grab it. There we go. Another try. Have you watched any good animes lately?
No.
Not many, really. I have sort of watched one, though. Which, granted, is based on let's just say, odd little thing that, you know, my family actually, you know, my father didn't manage to get this particular anime, and, you know, often later on during dinner, whoops, well, I'm stupid. Grand Blue is getting a second season after like 7 years. Nice. Anyways, one of my family members did find, let's see here. They managed to find a way to watch a certain 2008 anime adaptation of Golgo 13, and that's what I've been watching lately. It's let's just say pretty interesting thing.
What's that about, that anime?
Golgo 13, very skilled hitman who is tasked to, like, you know, like, take out a particular target each and every episode, and is just watching the process of him doing that. Alongside some typical, very early adult stuff.
Okay.
The like first, like, you know, sentence of the Family Guy, you know, intro sums up some of those parts pretty well.
It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
Yep.
Okay. Violence and sex. Okay. That's pretty based.
Expect a lot of shooting.
Pew pew, American.
A lot of pew pew.
A lot of pew
Oh.
pew and, you know, hubba hubba.
Oh, and also, you want to play Tropical Fish next? You got it, if you don't catch the flying fish. That darn cat's gonna eat them. Not now, but, you know, thanks for the offer. Meanwhile, chat saying, I've been watching Ranman half.
Oh, that one.
That's a pretty good one.
That's an old one.
That's an old one, indeed. Fun fact, Golgo 13 is... I think the anime adaptation is more recent, however, The manga for that one is actually one of the ancient ones. Really ancient. So yeah, that's something I did watch in a bit, so I'll do a little bit of classic before we end things off. So here's the classic octopus. It do be a classic, alright. Look at this octopus here. He looks kinda bored. And yeah, where have you seen this octopus before?
WarioWare.
Do you? Well, I got destroyed. But also not just that, but also, where else have we seen this octopus before? And chat knows the answer I was looking for perfectly. If your answer was Super Smash Brothers Brawl, or, you know, any Smash game with, you know, final smashes, then yes.
Oh yeah, that.
Since this octopus is the final smash of Mr. Game & Watch.
Oh yeah. If that tentacle hits you, you get hurt.
Yep. Or in Smash Ultimate, where if you get grabbed by the tentacle, you just straight out get grabbed and, you know, probably carried off screen. Into the blast zone. What a game, this one. What a game.
Yeah, the octopus really looks bored.
Well, darn. And yet he has no hesitation in, like, you know, murdering you if you get caught. Case at point. Classic octopus. Watch to see which tentacle will attack next. Also, there is always one place where you will be safe, even when all the tentacles are extended. That's also true. There is one safe spot.
They both attack, so we have to retreat a bit. Okay, they're both at the same time, bit too much close, so I have to be mindful of that.
And again, honestly, for a Game & Watch, you know, the title, this one's actually pretty solid. Concerning this is one of the early ones. Oh yeah, also, the fun little attention to detail. Your amount of lives is depending on how many divers are on that boat.
Yep. I'll play this one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you just played it earlier during the stream.
Yep.
So, you know, makes sense. Oh yeah, one more thing to mention. The helmet that, you know, he's wearing here is, you know, used as the up smash in all of the, like, you know, Smash games. All of them.
Yeah.
Uses this same helmet.
Yeah, that one hurts a lot when you play as Mr. Game & Watch.
Yep. One good thing to note about that helmet, too, in the Smash games. It has, like, the head part has complete invincibility. So don't try to, like, attack with any sort of a higher attack, as he tosses that out. Try to go for a low attack. Fun fact. The more you know. Right?
Oh! I think I'm gonna choke for my star. Yeah, that's a choke. Almost got a star.
Wow. Oh, not fast enough. Okay, I see.
Happy New Year 2010, says Henry Stickman.
Henry Stickman. I recognize that one.
You know him?
That's a funny series of games, originally Flash games, but got like a pretty decent collection on Steam at the moment. Of all the games, plus new stuff.
Was that from Newgrounds?
I do believe originally.
Same with Alien Hominid, was also on Newgrounds first.
Mm-hmm.
Became a proper series.
Okay, I got confused there from a moment. Okay. Oh, I got a new die. I got a 1-up, I see. Except they paused for like so long and got confused.
Why did this Scatman start playing when he said it?
Oh.
Amherst. Yeah, the Scatman theme was on the New Year's video. Because Scatman is... It's
didn't you want to set up something at 10 p.m.? I forgot. Pretty much, although we just,
Yeah.
It'll be done
soon-ish.
once the stream ends.
Yeah, and then we can set up.
It'll be an off-stream thing. Don't you worry. It probably won't take that long either.
Yeah. So I'm just prepared because, Friday I don't
whoops.
have much time.
Which is fair. And that was some classic octopus right there. Also, I can just take... Yeah, I can use this just to show when, these, came out. When Octopus came out. Octopus came out in July 16th. In 1981. Wow. Octopus's birthday is very soon. Huh. Interesting. Wait, is there one Game & Watch games whose birthday is today? Let me see. July 9th. July 9th. That is July 15th. Wow. That's the birthday of the NES. Interesting.
Okay, I fucked up.
July 9th. July 8th was Tropical Fish. Happy belated birthday, Tropical Fish.
Fish.
Fish. July 4th. January... Yeah, none of these Game & Watch games, birthday are today. Sorry, pal. Although Vermin and Tropical Fish are the closest one, so Happy early birthday, Vermin, and happy belated birthday, Tropical Fish. And I'm seeing a few of these whose birthday is like very close to mine. Fire, Silver Screen. Let's see here. There was a couple more. Boxing. And that's it. Boxing and Fire, whose birthday is on July 31st. So you know what that means.
Dude, I watch your Roblox videos, says Evie.
Fair enough. Anyways. Oh yeah, that does remind me. Say, Martini, don't we have a friend whose birthday is on the 15th? Of July?
Yeah, several of my friends.
Several of your friends. Well, fun fact, according to this thing, the NES was released on July 15th. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. On top of that, Octopus was released July 16th, one day afterwards. In 1981.
Just add me, please. Game over. I at least got a star.
And you know what? I may as well do this really quickly too. Tropical Fish rules. On easy, fish only come from the right, but on hard they come from both sides, so be careful. I'll just do this just to showcase this. Fish. Look at that fish. 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 Good fish.
Isn't that
Get
like fire?
This is pretty much just Fire, but fish version. Fish.
Don't drop the fish.
Do not drop the fish, or else the cats will take the fish and then eat the fish. And that is not good, because these are apparently expensive tropical fishes. Meaning you probably pay some big bucks for these fishes, and then your stupid cat just, eats them. Money fucking lost. So do not let the cat eat the fish. Simple. Fish.
Fish.
Fish. You know what? I won't like do this for too long, so I will, you know what? After these sets, you know what? This fish right here, this one.
Oh, fish?
The fish eat the floor, no! And there comes the cat who takes the fish, and then tosses out a fish bone.
No.
Fucking morbid, Jesus Christ. Stupid cats.
You only get one
Anyways.
life?
No, I was just doing that just to show it off.
Okay.
You get free.
Okay.
Anyways, that will do it. This has been Game & Watch Gallery 4. We'll probably continue this, next time and, show off the final, 2 games more. Probably do a bit more Octopus and then, show off the final one, which, is Fire Attack.
Then we got everything.
Which, you know, from the little preview here, will feature Wario.
Oh wait, I wanna check this out.
Wario got blown up.
Is that the chicken from Wario 2?
That is indeed the Wario's beloved chicken, or hen, from Wario Land 2. It is indeed that one. Straight out.
Wario is trying to play Stardew Valley, and then the bomb pops up. Ah yes. At the end of every episode of Stardew Valley, this happens. Or Richard tries to make that happen.
I wonder who dropped that bomb there. I say with the dumbest smile in my face.
We should have face cam.
Bombs.
Bombs. Horseshoe.
So yeah. Fun fact about this one. This one has some Wario Land references in there, you know, it's mainly from 2. Specifically the seagulls, you know, in Donkey Kong Jr. shows up, you know, here, you know, coming all the way from Wario Land 2. And now Wario's beloved hen from Wario Land 2 as well, who is featured in Fire Attack. And we'll probably see that whenever we pick this game up again next time. I don't think we will grind things out for, like, you know, just all of the playable museum games.
Yeah.
But if we ever feel bored, we could just come back to this one just to, you know, just have some fun. Just, you know, taking a bit easy. And as Damon said earlier, which I did not comment, you know, on because I was busy gaming. Now I get why it's called the Game & Watch. You game, we watch.
True that.
Indeed so.
And with that, this will conclude this Wednesday stream. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. We have gamed and you guys have watched.
We have gamed, you have watched. And this Friday, assuming no complication happens during our off-screen setup thing, it's gonna be some more Donkey Kong. But not DKC2. It'll be some jungle beats.
Why push buttons when you play bongos?
We play bongos.
Why push a button if you check a stick? Okay, that's a John Tron reference.
Oh.
John Tron.
So with that, see y'all next time.
Bye bye.